Welcome back to Down the Track, and it was Battle Royale indeed. RCB defeating Rajasthan Royals by 4 wickets. It looked like Rajasthan's game, halfway through the second innings, but that man Dinesh Karthik and my man punter, his man Shahbaz Ahmed, really stepping up to the plate. A great finish and a wonderful game because I think the asking rate was 12, and I just kept thinking about yesterday's game where Sunrisers the equation was much more easier, but it was a tough equation. But Dinesh Karthik made it look easy. That as soon as he came and he attacked that first over, it wasn't game done, but he that was the momentum shifting over. And after that, RCB didn't look back. Punter, your thoughts on the game?
Well, absolutely, one heck of a game. The pitch definitely changed after the dew in the second innings, but yes, what a game by DK and Dawn in the house.
What's
Dawn,
up, guys? Yes,
Don't
so
like how you chase 170, bro. Like it, bro.
how did SRH change that much?
I forgot Punter's gonna be here. I shouldn't have come on today. No,
But
yeah,
yeah, Punter, you were saying about the game.
So as you said, yes, DK came in and changed the momentum of the game. But yes, dew was a fact as well. That was helping the batsmen because the bowlers could not grip the ball. We saw Bolt and Chahal bowl brilliantly in the start of the innings, and then even Prasid Krishna wasn't going for plenty. But after the dew, that Seni's over changed the game completely for RCB.
Yep, and Don Dinesh Karthik, man, he's really changed his game since the Sky Sports stint. Like he's become like a proper finisher. KKR would be missing him, but like I also didn't expect him to play like this, like consistently, right? And it's exactly what RCB needed. RCB always had finishes against them, but now they have a finisher for them who's finishing off games, and that's exactly what they wanted.
yeah. 3 games and three not outs. That is very important. I think 90 runs of 44 balls is what I think Harsha Bogle said in the presentation.
Yeah.
So that's just fantastic. For him to come out there at the age that he is in. And I've said this several times on down the track, offline, everywhere, that I think if he was not in the Dhoni era, I think he would have been the prime Indian wicketkeeper. It was just unfortunate that he came in the Dhoni era and he had to be second fiddle to Dhoni. And there were a lot of other things as well for him. I think it's not only the fact that Dhoni was there. There was problems with other cricketers and teammates and stuff like that as well. So he's gone through a lot, and I think he's come out and he's in the best phase of his career right now. Not giving up and going and performing the way he has been phenomenal to see. I am a little worried about the dew factor. When the dew does come in, I think it becomes a lot easier. And taking nothing away from DK and Shabazz, they've done phenomenally well, because I think the run rate was at 12, 13 and over when they got together. To be able to finish it off is incredibly important. But I just feel like there has to be something done about the dew. Simon Dewell mentioned that you have every 3 overs change of ball or something like that. That's a pretty good option to consider, until they can figure out a more permanent solution. But giving as soon as the ball is even a little bit wet, give them a newer ball to play with,
There
give them
was
a
a
little bit.
solution, like which Punter mentioned as well. There was a solution where they were doing the spray before, and it looked like it was working in the last 2 3 games, but today it didn't work out. So
It
that
didn't work at all. Yeah.
even I had my doubts about that, but like I guess that's the due, right? You can't do much. They're trying ways to figure it out, but it's very difficult to find a particular solution for that.
Yeah, I think this change the ball option is a good option. Just till they find something more permanent.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The best part was Dinesh Karthik was not hitting the sixes. If he was hitting sixes, the ball would have been changed. He was hitting boundaries and the ball was still in.
Yeah, and it got more wet. It was going along the
Yeah,
ground. So.
absolutely along the ground.
But also, I feel that Dinesh Karthik has changed his game a bit recently. Since that Nidas Trophy, he's become a proper finisher. Before, when he was playing for India, like Pandra also mentioned before, that it's not that he did play with Dhoni as well as a batsman, but he was more of a middle order, trying to stabilize the innings and build a long innings. He's also played as an opener, but now I think that finisher role he's really cracking it at this age as well. I think he's also more mature, so he knows exactly which shots to play, and he looks more confident in terms of and he's hitting it really well. For me, the surprising thing is, like all summer, he's been watching cricket. He hasn't played as much. He doesn't play four ball either. But to have that kind of form is unbelievable, man.
Fantastic. I mean,
And
unreal.
Sanju Samson's captaincy, Pandra, you always talk about captaincy, so I wanted to ask you about that. Also, like, the bowling was kind of poor, but where did you think Rajasthan let it slip?
See, I wouldn't blame him too much for today's game just because of the due factor. But the only thing what he did, what even the commentators mentioned, was we know that DK is very strong on the leg. So even if he hits hard and it gets an inside edge, it will go for a boundary that changes the momentum for the game. And getting that fielder in from mid wicket was a stupid call for me. Otherwise,
That's
overall,
what
I
Dinesh
think
Karthik does to you. Like that's what
yeah,
Dinesh does. He
100%.
sweeps
He
and
makes
this
you
and that.
think.
He opens up the field like that.
It's all it's kind of funny. We like as a viewer, we would always imagine that DK will be coming above Rutherford, above Shahbaz Ahmed, above Hasaranga, and then like the way Faf and the team management has plans for DK is that to send him way down the order, make him that the finisher for the team is something brilliant, and what DK is doing is also something brilliant.
Yeah, positives for Rajasthan, Don, is Josh Butler's innings outstanding.
Shimron Atmire again.
Hetmeyer as well, brilliant. And Butler, do you think he's the best batsman going around in the world, just in terms of just talent level?
I mean, we've never really denied it. It's just been a little bit about the consistency with Butler.
That's what I wanted to ask you.
I think that's just the only thing, but I think we're seeing a lot more of it. 150 already in 3 games is quite something. If he can continue this, I think he there's no denying the talent. But I think the problem with this Rajasthan side is we talk a lot about the talent. The likes of Sanju Samson, the likes of Yashasvi Jaiswal, Butler. We're talking about talent. If they can consistently perform, then we have there's no stopping this side, because a solid side. They are the only team right now that are playing only 3 foreigners. So they are working with. They have the option. They're bringing that extra Indian player in. They have we talk about the spin duo of Juicy and Ash, and then to add it up with Prasidh Krishna and Bolt. That's a pretty formidable bowling lineup. Maybe consider someone over Navdeep Saini. We were talking about it offline as well. Panta mentioned Jimmy Neesham is a good shout. He gives a little bit more in the batting depth as well. That's a good shout. Riyan Parag is not being used as much, but he's not been needed, I guess. So when he does get that, when they lose 2-3 early wickets, that's going to be the important part. If how the likes of Parag, Ashwin, and if Neesham plays, how will they be able to bring that kind of a respectable total? Will be the big call for Rajasthan moving forward. But I think some very good positives. I think they shouldn't take take this loss to heart. These are the kind of games that happen every now and again. Just move on from there and prepare for the next one now.
Yep. Let's go into our player of the match. Trying to wrap it up quick because we want to see Benfica win today. So
yeah, that's not happening.
It's very depressing, man. City and Liverpool playing the Champions League. Imagine how depressing that is, and against inferior sides. But for me, player of the match, Harshal Patel, 4 overs, 18 runs, 1 wicket. Boom.
Dinesh Karthik come in the position that he came in and to win the game for them, because it was almost to the point where it was 80-20 Rajasthan's favor. So he turned the tables on the favor of for RCB. So for me, DK.
Wild pick.
Shahbaz Ahmed, wild pick.
Shahbaz Ahmed, yeah, that's good.
Yo, 45 of 23. You expect that from
important.
DK, not from a guy like Shahbaz Ahmed. DK 44 of 20. So just
you expected from Shahbaz Ahmed though.
Panda, what's Shahbaz's age?
I'm not sure about that, but he looks pretty young.
Like they went to college together.
No, but I feel like Panta would know, because Panta's a big fan. No, so I just
he's a big fan. And credit to him, man. He's backed him. I didn't see this much talent in the guy, but he's backed him.
No, because he looks like this lanky guy where I'm guessing he's really young, because apna sab mote ho gaye. But like he was standing next to Virat. Even Virat was looking like a lot bigger. Virat's like proper fit player.
Yeah.
Bichara lanky aisa dikh raha tha, short guy, and to be able to perform the way he has and generate that power is phenomenal.
And he's getting the opportunities now. I think he's getting the opportunity, especially with the bat. Even
he gives
in the last
a couple overs with the ball also.
Yeah. I wanted to see him open the bowling and batting, but that's not going to happen. But I think Faf is using him well. He is using him well.
Yo, hitting Bolt for a boundary and a 6 at that time and crucial time of the match was something difficult for a young guy like Shahbaz.
Would you call Anuj Rawat being dropped, Shahbaz coming up top, and bringing another player in the middle?
I think he's pretty good down the order.
And also,
he's doing well.
Also, I just wanted to say that Maxwell and Hazelwood to come as well. So that's going to strengthen this team even more. So watch out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rutherford out, Maxwell in is almost a next game kind of a situation. Yeah. I think Josh will have to just wait on the fitness, and he'll be replaced by Willie.
And just
But
very
Willie's
lastly,
going pretty well, I feel.
Yeah, Willie's doing okay, so they don't need to rush Josh back in pretty
Yeah.
much.
and let's very lastly, Virat Kohli's for
Run
this game,
out,
yeah, run
shocking.
out. Whose fault was it? I thought he was in. I watched the replay. It looked so close.
No,
I
he
don't
was
know
on the
how
line.
how
He
can
was
you
on
get
the
run
line.
out like that, huh?
He was on the line.
So it's close, right? It wasn't
Yeah, it was
like
very close.
But
It was
yeah,
but
just
there
I
was nothing
slightly.
inside the crease. Na? So
I just
those are
thought he was a
decisions.
bit slow turning. Like he would have got there. I was surprised he didn't get
But
there more than
but I think Sanju's throw also was important.
that
He
was
saved a
wild.
couple extra
Absolutely.
seconds. Yeah,
That was
one
good.
second there important. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
and
100% Virat's fault. I don't know where he was running
yeah.
to.
He took off completely. He reached
Yeah,
half
it's
the
like
pitch.
not even a step or two. He just took off.
and we have 10 more minutes left. Done. We're on a time crunch. What's the game tomorrow, man?
Tomorrow,
KKR versus
Mumbai
Mumbai
versus
Indians.
KKR.
Oh, we can talk 1 hour about this. We can talk. Yeah,
Mumbai versus KKR.
it's okay. We can talk till halftime, Don, because Mumbai is playing versus KKR. Andre Russell versus Kiran Pollard. Iyer versus Rohit Sharma. Indian captain versus potential Indian captain. How are you looking at this game? Punter, I'll go with you first.
I shouldn't even be talking. Punter only. No.
No, but what I'm Punter
No,
is
I
so
think you should
excited when
be
it comes
talking
to
on this game. I'll
Sunrisers.
talk on SRH game.
Yeah, always
SRS game में
SRH
कुछ बात करने का है ही नहीं.
No, but Punter always talks about in Sunrisers game when we're losing this and that, but like we're in the
No,
same
but
boat,
honestly,
baby.
how did you all lose yesterday? How did you all lose
Same
yesterday?
same way you all lost against Delhi. Similar.
Yeah, it's similar.
No, Delhi, I expect Mumbai Indians to lose the first game.
We also expect have you seen our team?
We're also slow starters now. Following your lead, Punter. We're following your lead. We're
Yeah,
also slow
but
start.
Punter, yeah, how do you look at this game? KKR actually have been good, man. On paper they do have some weaknesses, but they've looked good this season.
Yeah, so we are bounty hunters for KKR. We're going to bound them down.
I feel like he was ready with the bounty he wanted before
Bounty
only.
hunter for KKR. And you know how Rohit plays against KKR. He just smashes them. So it's like it's Rohit's day tomorrow. He's been unfortunate 2 times. Last game also he had a good start. He was looking really good, and then that point catch by I don't know who caught it. Maybe Priyamgar. Yeah, I think Priyamgar. Yeah, so that was
No,
that
not
was hit
Priyam
hard.
Garg. Priyam Garg Sunrisers bench पे बैठा है.
Sorry, what's his name?
Yeah, I know what
What's
he's
his
talking
name?
about. The Rajasthan guy, bro. he's
Yeah,
talking
what's his
about
name?
him.
You just told.
Riyan Parag.
Riyan Parag. Yeah, Riyan Parag. Yeah, I always get confused with those two. Yeah, Riyan Parag. So good catch by him. But yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be his day. But Pune's pitch is kind of different. Let's see how it's going to work for Mumbai Indians and KKR. Sunil Narayan, I think, would be a bit tough to play out.
Yeah, and Don, it'll be very important how the middle order bats. We've seen Russell finish games for KKR. He's looking in good form. But similarly for Mumbai, they need Pollard and Tim David to step up and finish games. And that's maybe where the game might be won or lost. But how do you look at this game, KKR versus Mumbai?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of KKR is under good momentum, and Mumbai need to change things around. 2 losses already for them, so not too many more. They can't afford too many more, obviously. So important game, but I think like you said, I think KKR is a little bit more form. I think their opening order, Ajinkya has given them a stable start, and then Iyer has been good, and then Russell in the end has like in the last game was phenomenal. So KKR, I think Mumbai start well, but their middle order is a problem. Like so Pollard and Tim David need to step up, and they have the capability to do it. They just need one game to turn the fortunes in their favor. This is still a Mumbai side we are talking about, so you can never really write them off. But KKR slight favorites on the terms of momentum right now.
And Surya Kumar coming in, Punter, or is still waiting?
Yeah, he is. I just saw a video of him practicing in nets, so most likely he's in. And most likely we might also see Fabian Allen for Daniel Sams.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Unatkat maybe for Basil Thampi or
maybe not sure about that.
Maybe an Arjun Tendulkar, the left arm.
Arjun Tendulkar, I think so. He should be.
He'll get a game, I think, this year.
No
I think he will.
I don't even think Brevis will get a game this season. I hope he does, but it looks doubtful.
But who would you put in Tim David instead of Tim David?
If Tim David flops next 2 games, then yes, maybe. But
I'm expecting something from Tim David because he's actually been a proven player in different conditions. Even in Pakistan, he was really good. So
absolutely,
it's not just like he performs in Australia or somewhere.
But I was made fun of because of you. I told Zuzu that Tim David is a very good spin player, and Chahal comes in and gets him plum LB.
It happens, I'm like Hasaranga, like for me, he's a world-class bowler, but he got smashed in the first
Yeah.
game, right? So, but then he
And
came
even
back.
today, he was a little expensive.
Yeah, he was a little
Hasaranga.
expensive. He picked up 4 wickets in the game before, so it takes time, I think, for some foreign players to adjust. It does take time, but I still back Hasaranga. I still feel.
Yeah, the likes of Makram and Puran also just taking a little time. They'll do
Yeah,
that.
my God. Pooran, man, he was batting beautifully. Don, what happened? They needed like I think 30 of 20.
Bro,
30
you're
of
telling me I'm so
Full
sad
toss
already.
ball, bro.
Everything I
Full
saw.
toss ball.
No, I left. I had something. I had to do another podcast, so I was so confident.
Chasing
Like, yeah,
Quick
we won
through.
this game, and then I opened the thing, and everyone's like, "What is this batting and stuff?" So, yeah.
Puran broke my heart yesterday. Dil tod diya.
But
Uske
yeah,
baad, after that, Patrick Vieira. So the P's have been a problem for me. Puran and Patrick.
What about Puneet?
Punter also. Mera dimag khate rehta. Haarte to.
player to watch out for tomorrow, Punter.
I will actually go against Mumbai for tomorrow. The player to watch out for Mumbai. That'll be Sunil Narayan.
Sunil Narayan.
If they play out Sunil Narayan well, they might win the game.
Done.
Varun Chakravarti. Just because I feel like if they play with Narayan well, Varun will be a problem.
Yeah, it'll be a thing. I think I had a name in mind. Should I say here? I think Mumbai against Mumbai in Mumbai. I think it might be written in the stars for him. Hopefully,
I have a question for you all. Will Umesh perform again tomorrow?
I think so. I think he's in that form. Boy, he's a very momentum kind of bowler, and that confidence. He's a very confidence bowler. So because the confidence is going well, I think he'll continue to do well. But if he gets whacked around, then it'll be important to see how he comes back from.
If he gets Ishan Kishan and Rohit Sharma tomorrow, he's in the Indian squad, whether I like it or not. If he gets Ishan and Rohit out in the power play, then I will seriously. He has a serious chance of going to Australia.
Saudi or Cummins for tomorrow?
Saudi or Cummins?
Ooh, good shout. I'll go with Saudi still, just because I think Cummins is just coming back. Give him a little bit more rest, because you don't want him to be too. These bowlers especially they catch these stress fractures very quickly because of overload. Give him another few days to just settle down and then.
Workload management would be key, I think, with Cummins and Saudi. So I think they should rotate them. And I think when Cummins does play, that batting lineup will look very dangerous because we've seen him also hit, right? So he gives you that with the bat. Saudi can also play a few shots, but Cummins, maybe that all-round kind of game that he brings will favor for KKR.
Yeah.
Musti, I thought you would choose Tilak Verma for tomorrow's game.
I forgot about
Hyderabadi player.
I forgot about it. Yeah, he's been class. He's been really good. Don, we spent 6 on Abhishek Sharma and he went for like 2, bro. and the reason
I like that face. I like that look.
5 crores because he chips in with the ball. 5 crores extra, huh?
But what he's chipping first over 2 games, 1 over 16 runs. That's all. I'm just, this is like
was
yesterday.
Your reasoning.
I'm just frustration is coming out. Tomorrow I'll get back to positive support.
Holder or Romario Shepherd?
Huh?
Tilak Verma, I think.
Punter is getting out all the trade secrets. I can't say this.
That's why I think Holder. Sorry?
Holder over Romario.
You like the sign, eh? In the last over.
I don't know, some difficult decisions. I just have to back my players now.
Yeah, it's former players. Even today, Chahal against RCB, he also performed. So it's happening. I think. Let's wait and see what Warner does to Sunrisers. But so far, it's that trend is working for the former players. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. KKR versus Mumbai should be a good game. Mumbai have dominated this fixture, but I just feel if it's a good batting pitch, KKR have a chance with Andre Russell versus Karan Pollard. I just want to see both of them smash it tomorrow out of the park. It's a different kind of feeling.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I think KKR to win tomorrow, though.
KKR to win. Is always well planned against Andre Russell. Rohit will just get him.
That is kind of true. I think they plan well. So they had plan A, B, C in place for Andre Russell.
Yeah, but the thing is, the personnel is not there right now for that plan. He had Bolt there. He had different options. Now his options are kind of limited, so he has to be a bit more smart in his planning. I'm sure, he has something up his sleeves, but he just has to Be smart. Pandre, going Mumbai?
100%.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. But thank you so much for joining. 2 minutes to spare. Enjoy the football, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, take care, man.
Liverpool.
Let's go. Let's go, Benfica.